Hi Cliff fans and welcome to another one of my 5 minute Cliff album reviews, and today I'm going to review Cliff's 1967 live album Cliff in Japan. And yeah, this is another one I had when I was a kid. This the CD version, which was remastered about 10 years ago, um, and includes a couple of bonus tracks that wasn't on the original album. Yeah, as I say, I loved this album years ago, even though I still absolutely hate about this album. Is the backing vocals absolutely terrible backing vocals? They got some Chinese um, female singers to do backing vocals for whatever reason, and I hate listening to the backing vocals years ago, and I still hate them now today. But some of the tracks I absolutely love. So I'll go through some of the tracks. Opens again with Shout, which I've already reviewed on the Live at the Talk of the Town and the Don't Stop Me Now album. The Don't Stop Me Now album is featured a few times on this album because that album was also released. So this was kind of the tour of that album. But Shout, yeah, I've never been fond of Cliff singing that song. So I've said it all in the other reviews, so I'll leave that one. Followed by a single that Cliff released a couple of years before this album, I'll Come Running, which was a great song by um, a great track by written by Neil Diamond, which I absolutely love. Followed by The Minute You're Gone. Cliff actually sings beautiful, but you know yourself that song needs backing vocals, and again the backing vocals are absolutely terrible on The Minute You're Gone. But Cliff actually sings it beautiful. Follows a bonus track that wasn't on the original album, Bachelor Boy, which sounds pretty good. All these songs are done with the Nori Paramore Orchestra. Again, like I said with the Don't Stop Me Now album itself, I think some of the songs work with orchestra, some of them don't for me. Um, I just think he should have used a live band, and like I just prefer Cliff singing with a band than an orchestra. Like the orchestras work on some songs, but not all songs. For me anyway. So follows on the beach again. You're missing Hank Marvin on the guitar for that one. You're missing a lead guitarist. It's just with an orchestra, which it kind of lacks something, but it's still kind of fun. The next song is probably one of my favourites on the album. It's my favourite song on the Don't Stop Me Now album, and it's called Hang On to a Dream, which is absolutely beautiful. Followed by Spanish Harlem, absolutely beautiful as well. Followed by another Cliff and the Shadows track played with an orchestra, which doesn't really work for me, called Finders Keepers from one of Cliff's movies. Followed by Visions, which is absolutely beautiful as well. Actually works really well with the Nori Paramore Orchestra. Followed by that absolutely terrible version of Move It. And again, when I said, when I've already said enough about this version, I absolutely detest this version of Move It. I consider Move It to be Cliff's greatest record of all time. I consider it to be my favourite record of all time is the 1958 version of Move It. And this is played with the orchestra, the same as the Don't Stop Me Now album. I absolutely detest this version of it. So moving straight along, we get another bonus track that wasn't on the album. We get a couple of bonus tracks that weren't on the original album, Living Doll, It's On the Game. Both work really well. I'd still like Living Doll is kind of fun track anyway with the orchestra as well. It's still lacking Hank's amazing solo, but It's On the End sounds beautiful. Followed by La 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 again, which it's not really much of a song. Um, Followed by Twist and Shout, which isn't uh, the most amazing version of Twist and Shout you'll ever hear. It's the same version as Cliff done in his movie around this time called Two Penny. And yeah, it's not a great version of Twist and Shout by any stretch of the imagination. Followed by Evergreen Tree, which is absolutely beautiful with the orchestra. Um, then we get to rock and roll songs. What I Say and Cliff's fantastic 1959 track Dynamite, which I could probably go back to what I was saying about Move It. Absolutely terrible versions of these two tracks, in my opinion. Um, these songs need a rock and roll band. You need a rock and roll band to play these songs, in my opinion. So these days I could just skip them. Goes into closes with a medley of Let's Make a Memory, The Young Ones, Lucky Lips, Summer Holiday, and We Say Yeah, which is it's just fun. It's a fun melody, but yeah. So this album, even just reading through the tracks, it just doesn't appeal to me as much these days as it did years ago. I still throw it on every now and again, but I don't enjoy it as much as I did years ago. Um, I gave the Don't Stop Me Now album, I think, 5 out of 10. I give this probably a 6 because there are some tracks I love, and especially the bonus tracks which I didn't have years ago, which I still love hearing. So yeah, I give this, yeah, probably a 6 out of 10. So I'd like to hear your comments in the section below on um, Cliff in Japan, 1967. Your thoughts in the section below on how you rate this album and what's your favourite tracks, and if you rate it at all, like, you know. But Cliff in Japan.